I'm a delegate from the state of Washington. My name is Sean Hinton, and I'm here to introduce someone that really doesn't need an introduction. He's the host of the Scott Horton Show, the director of the Libertarian Institute, editorial director of antiwar.com, which you should all visit. He's the author of Fool's Errand and Enough Already, and if you haven't bought it, it is available on Amazon. Regular guest on Kennedy Nation, which I recommend people tune into. But most importantly, he is the guy that kicked the shit out of Bill Christie at the
I'm Scott Horton, I'm from Texas. Fellow delegates, I'm here because of Harry Brown and Ron Paul. It was Brown's Libertarian Party run for president in 1996 that first showed me that there were radical libertarians who truly cared about what was happening to America. And Dr. Paul, of course, was elected again that year and started speaking the truth on C-SPAN soon after. These are my greatest heroes. It is in their spirit that I come before you today. Let me tell you a little bit about Angela McArdle. This lady is so impressive to me. She's just obviously as smart as a whip and as motivated as can be. And she was born in the 1980s. She won't tell me when exactly, but she's definitely a millennial. Angela's been the secretary of the California LP and chair of the Los Angeles County LP, which is actually bigger than 40 out of our 50 state libertarian parties. That counts. She's run for Congress twice. McArdle is a paralegal who in the darkest days of California's COVID lockdowns spearheaded LA's ballot initiative to overturn the vaccine mandates, which forced the city council to approve it. LA and California Libertarian parties deserve a hell of a lot of credit for that. McArdle argued against the vaccine mandates at the Soho Forum in New York and won. She organized one of the largest anti-lockdown rallies in LA, organized a black market to keep salon workers employed during the lockdowns. She produced an anti-lockdown documentary called The Unseen that aired at the Anthem Film Festival. And perhaps most important of all, she provided pro bono legal defense to countless businesses that defied California's lockdowns. I wish I had the time to really describe for you the depth and heroism of the work that she did on this. True story. At the Texas convention in Dallas, I asked Steve Dossbach to quit the race and endorse Angela. I know it's kind of a long shot. But what I said to him was, I've been everywhere in this here land for the last few years giving anti-war speeches to Libertarian Party state conventions. Made some good friends too. And in almost every state, I heard the older leaders say this was the biggest convention they'd ever had, or had in many years. Like my anti-war speaking tour, this is due to the Mises Caucus and the major effort that they've made to bring the movement into the party. We are now the majority in the majority of states for a reason. We've got thousands of new members and the most excitement about the party in a generation. Instead of acting like King Canute, trying to turn back the tide, the wave of the future, we should be opening the door wide and welcoming this massive movement of millennials and Generation Z into the Libertarian Party. generation of libertarians. Libertarians with a vision to lead this party for the next generation. For those of you who've been around a while, just think of us as the cavalry. We finally arrived. Good old Ludwig von Mises is the gold standard, no doubt. But who we really are, we're the Ron Paul Revolution. It's all about peace and liberty and hard money, and bringing this party and philosophy to the prominence that it deserves. This is such a huge opportunity. While the other two parties continue ruining everything, the National Libertarian Party under McArdle's leadership will focus on obstructing and ending the worst things our government does first: war and world empire, the remnants of the COVID regimes, the Fed, inflation, bank bailouts and corruption, gun control, the income tax and IRS, and plenty of other departments and agencies along with them, because we are going to lead the call for a truce in the American culture war. Most Americans are as sick of it as we are. It's crucial that we put a major emphasis on the 10th Amendment and strong federalism. Decentralized authority. So that Americans can live and let live and stop fighting so horribly over control over so much centralized power. Now is our chance. We will dominate the political conversation in America in the years 2023, 24, and beyond. Let's have the courage and the vision to take a bold stand for liberty. And let's do our best to emulate the good doctor. First and foremost, decency. Then, a solid commitment to libertarian principle, real history and economics, rolling back the state, and achieving liberty in our land, in our time. That is what we will see under Angela McArdle's leadership. Because this is the future I want for the party and the country, I hereby nominate Angela McArdle for chair of the National Libertarian Party of the United States.
I've got about 2 minutes. There is nobility in the pursuit of liberty. And no matter how exhausting our own political machine is, our efforts are worthwhile. Consider this. Why do we fight against totalitarian, overwhelming forces of the most powerful surveillance state and military empire on the face of the earth? It's because of the children you tuck into bed every night. Because they deserve a better world. Because of your hopes and dreams, and the work you put into building a life for your family and your loved ones. It's because there's goodness in this world worth fighting for. Consider this. The state of the world is pretty rough, but people are getting paid in Bitcoin. Truckers and nurses led protests for freedom. Peaceful secession is actually being discussed all across the political spectrum. There's a growing food freedom and medical freedom movement, and we're blessed to live in the information age where it's easier to spread our message. We have a great responsibility to cut through the noise and guide people out of the political wilderness, and we have the ability to do it. I'm going to help you mold this party into a force to be reckoned with. We are going to lead the charge against the state with principled messaging, enthusiastic candidates, and single-issue coalitions. We're going to fine-tune our processes and become more and more effective. This convention is a refiner's fire. There's pressure and heat and some pain, but we are going to come out golden with a deeper understanding of our purpose and how to achieve our goals. So let's get ready to contend with the state. We're about to begin an incredible journey together, and I'm really excited. Let's rely on the wisdom of our elders while leveraging the enthusiasm of our youth. Let's become strong enough to wrestle with angels and take on any obstacle that God, nature, or the state sets in our path. It takes a lot, but let me shoulder that burden with you. Thank you so much to everyone for showing up and helping to make this possible. Thank you for believing me, and thank you for all of your support. I'm so excited to work together. And thank you so much to Austin, who's been so supportive and has really made this possible. He's an incredible provider. Please shake that hand.